recommend you?
Probably Buddy Mora. I had a pretty good manager.
That's the Woody Allen.
Yeah, did a couple voices. I don't really know why I got stacked in those things, but when it came around, I thought I'm not going to do a big, like 20 comics, 5 minutes. So there was a club called Igby's on the West Side, 100-seater. I knew the owner, and I said, "Can I have Lorne Michaels wants to see me this week?"
Yeah,
because these other underlings had seen me, and so
when the underlings came, did you have a good set?
Yeah, I was at the Comedy Magic Club. I was doing like 45 minutes.
Oh, well, no kidding.
At that point, I'd done stand-up for like 8-9 years.
Right.
And I had developed things like Church Lady, Chopping Broccoli. I had things in my back pocket at that point.
Church Lady, you developed what, like sitting at home? I know you've said that the Church Lady character was based on a woman you knew in church. It was that simple for you. But,
well, yeah.
Or a bunch of women in church.
Yeah, and also just condescension and patronizing. I think the first time I did it was because I get on stage and I looked so young at the time. I was doing kind of the voice of the people in the audience. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. They let little children up here. And just that rhythm, I don't know where it came from, but it's every school teacher you ever had.
And you would do that in your stand-up?
Yes. I had it worked out. She was called the Church Lady, and I was doing it in my stand-up as a full-blown character.
And that character you performed the first time that you even performed in front of one of these Saturday Night Live type scouts.
Yes.
They see you doing it.
Yes.
And you had material fully done, or was it just sort of an idea?
No, I had bits, and well, it's not special. I had the catchphrase. I would do her. I would tell a story about us missing church as a family. We were Lutherans. And then we'd come in 3 weeks later, and the church ladies would look and say, well, apparently some of us come to church when it's convenient. And those rhythms were getting laughs in the clubs.
Wow, that's a hard thing to pull off in a club, isn't it? Like, I mean, most stand-ups will go up and talk about their life or whatever. You're doing a character. It's almost like theater. You're becoming the church lady. Someone there, they don't even know. It's a tough gig to pull off.
Well, I couldn't do it for years. And when I got to this little hippie dive where I met my wife in the other cafe, so it was 80 seats, no hard liquor. And that's where it took me a couple years to actually do a character for 30 seconds or 45 seconds. You couldn't do it in the honky-tonk bars with the blenders. Show us your dick! One of those rooms.
Right.
Hell's Angels attacked me, all kinds of noise.
Why couldn't you do it? Because they didn't have the patience? It was too noisy?
Too noisy. You wanted to do something kind of blue, dick jokes, fast setup dick joke. You're just surviving.
But when you go to Haight-Ashbury, the audiences are willing to sort of buy into a character.
Yeah, and just
Lohan when Richard Nixon was putting her in her asshole.
Did you church lady at first because you got to create a whole history for her that the audience is going to buy?
Yes, it was very, very delicate at first for me because I'd never done any really acting or theater, or UCB, anything.
When you were a kid,
and that was just his name.
No,
you understand
I'm too
me,
shy. I signed up for acting classes and then I would just not be able to go. Too introverted.
So what inspired you to get up on a stage and start performing in the first place when you're too shy?
Well, I had weird experiences throughout my life. I mean, I had 3 older brothers, younger sister, big family. So when the Beatles came on, Ed Sullivan a couple times, and I was like 9. A few days later, I was able to kind of do the accent. I was able to sort of change my voice, and talk like this, how you doing? And so that was huge.
That was your first impression.
That was my first altering of my voice that no one else could do in the family.
Dana, the Beatles come to America, and how old are you? Like
9.
Like me.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're recognized for your Paul McCartney impression.
Yes.
So wasn't it, fast forwarding for a second, wasn't it surreal when you're staying at Lorne Michaels and Lorne is here you're about to start.
I was playing the pizza parlor. Now I'm hanging at Lorne Michaels.
Yeah, you go from 0 to 60, or 160.
Crazy.
You're hanging out at Lorne Michaels' house, and Paul McCartney lives in Amagansett too.
Was there that summer.
And he's hanging out with you in that house. You're staying in Jack Nicholson's room.
Yes.
I mean, Lorne knows everybody.
Yes.
And when Paul McCartney walks in, do you start doing the Paul McCartney for him?
No.
Oh, hello, Paul.
No. Well, he said, Paul's coming over tonight, and I'll never forget that. That would be Paul McCartney. So I'm already can't really even look at Lorne Michaels. I'm so terrified. And I did answer the door. And it was Paul McCartney and Linda. And the house was empty. It was just me, Lauren, A. Whitney Brown. Chevy was next door. He came over later.
Wow.
And Paul did say to me, your face is going a bit funny. So I guess I just turned bright red or something.
Wow.
So this was a presence of mind thing for anyone who meets a celebrity. At the moment, I thought, okay, I'm not going to mention the Beatles.
Right.
This was like 86.
Which is such a shame that you can't say to Paul McCartney,
Well,
hey, can I talk to you about the Beatles? But
I
it's
know.
not cool, right? You got to be cool over
You got to be cool, but I picked out an album called Tug of War. He'd done in 1981, and the title song, Tug of War. And I said, well, in the chorus of that song, when you said, one day we will stand up on top of the mountain with the flag unfurled, but it won't be soon enough for me, what were you thinking? Paul loved me after that.
He liked
He just
That's
dropped.
a great question.
Oh, it was like, so,
Yeah.
so we became, so then after that,
You mean if you had called in like Blackbird as a reference?
if I'd said, who played the drums on Dear Prudence? You wouldn't like that. Why did Ringo only have one song? And there was a list of stupid things I could say. So he's sitting right next to me, and he's playing a disc of a new song he'd recorded, never been on an album.
Right.
And this is what I'll never forget for people who haven't heard this story. So there's A. Whitney Brown, Chevy Chase, Lorne Michaels, Paul and Linda.
And you're a kid who has never been on TV. I mean,
No,
you're
I'm
sort of-
just nobody.
You feel like the help.
I mean, I
Right.
totally, yeah.
Do people go like, who is this guy and what's he doing?
Yeah, why is he hanging
It's
out?
like, oh, this is my new prodigy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But they were so sweet because my wife wasn't with me at the time. She was staying in California because I said everything I'd ever done was canceled. I'll be back in 6 weeks. She had a good job. But they were very worried, Paul and Linda, They said, we don't like the Paul is not.
For all my nieces, I love them so much.
But he leans in me right as the song starts. To me, who he'd met 10 minutes before and said, and this is exactly how it sounded. You know, Dane.
Dane.
Sometimes when you're writing, you try so hard to live up to whatever, you end up ruining the fucker. Isn't that?
Sometimes when you're writing, you end up disrespecting yourself. And then, like, all of a sudden, it's like a new movement.
We put the kids to bed, we came over. So he comes in and I go, oh, you brought the album, press to play. Linda says to Paul, see, I told you he'd want to hear it.
Oh, my
So they were having conversations about it. So that whole thing was surreal.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
You're a guy who's not famous yet. You're hanging out with like the friend of showbiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to even fuck your head up more that you're going on Saturday Night Live. I guess the intent was to relax you about going on TV. But in a way, it freaked you out.
It just wound me up into a tight drum. I couldn't really sleep or think.
Have you ever gotten a reasonable answer from Lorne as to why he kept you at his house that summer before Saturday Night Live?
I have no idea. Maybe other people said maybe we'll come for a week. I just stayed there. I stood there for a week. I didn't know when to leave or what to do.
What do you do all day?
Well, Lorne would produce dinner. He'd sign
Oh.
he'd talk to some staff. You go get the corn. He had food. And then you'll set the table and you'll get this. And then there was this immaculate
I
dinner. So
was
he
like,
always
where
producing.
did it
I
go?
don't think too many Saturday Night Live.
I was totally lost because I closed my eyes and I was going to bite it.
Well, there's only one Lorne Michaels.
Yeah.
And I did not hit the spot.
What he's up to, what his grand
You know what I mean? That was not
Did
nice.
you have free reign of the house, or did you feel like, hey, I better just
Oh
stay in
shit, I'm not letting that one slide by.
Come in, please. Chevy's here.
Paul's here.
Paul's here. Chevy. No, I really, it was just.
To you in the sense that would you say to him, look, I'm about to start on Saturday Night Live. Do you have any advice for me, or would that not have been cool to ask?
He said he loved my audition tape,
It was a good audition.
Really? I don't know. I'm very self-critical. I thought, chopped broccoli, and isn't that special? That's going to bring the show back? Where's the Coneheads? Where's the Blues Brothers?
Well, it's what you kind of, like what Paul was saying, you can get intimidated by what's come before you when you do Saturday Night Live.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And so when you went on Saturday Night Live,
Ow, my callus. Yowzers. That shit hurt the bottom of my foot. I can't believe it's not butter. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Man, let me tell you something. I will make it to Saturday Night Live, and we will have a brand new fixed station, you know what I mean? Jelly Bean, a Bakersfieldian boy, straight Arab, making it happen to live American TV internationally. Yes, like the beautiful American pumpkin pie. I will give it more agricultural tie, you know what I mean? Jelly Bean, straight hip with it, like I hit bottom creeks, and bottoms I meet. Yes, it is Sam I am. Yes, Sam I am. Yes, good morning. You're just on my camera, honey.
Oh, I know, but
It is not live.
I don't like it.
This is for my life.
That's fine. I don't like it.
But
Go
you're...
in the shower and I'll make it.
Hi. Hello, 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 hello.